Good morning, everybody. It is obviously it's the next day, but back out here with the truck, just looking over some things, checking out what I did the other day. Like I said, guys, I just did the grill the other day. We did the inserts, if you can see that. They're all nice and black. Let's see, if you haven't checked out the video, we did the bed liner, and it looks really good, turned out well. And we did the tailgate, and I got a lot of requests from you guys to paint out the lettering in here, if you know what I'm talking about. The indentation, Dodge on the back. You guys requested me to paint that out white, which I may do in a video here very soon. I don't know if I can do it today, because we have some plans actually to go pick up some more mods today, so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I might do that in a video here coming up very soon. But I did want to really quick just say thanks again, you guys. You guys are destroying the YouTube subscriber game, and you guys are killing it. Thank you guys so much. I mean, I'm making videos, but you guys are the ones who really make the growth happen by liking the videos, commenting below, watching it through. All that engagement helps a ton, and the channel does not grow without the support of the viewers. So thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot. So yeah, guys, if you guys are stopping in for the first time and you want to see a lot of good videos on this 1992 Dodge Power Ram 250 Cummins with the 12-valve motor in it. If you're watching the video, you probably know exactly what this truck is. For those of you who do not, that's what it is. So if you guys want to see videos on that, be sure and subscribe if you're new. There's going to be lots of videos coming up on this truck, as well as this truck here within a couple days, which is a 2002 7.3 powerstroke, which is also a very good truck. And if you see that down there, that is not an oil drip. I spray painted on that box yesterday, so don't worry about that. Anyways, guys, we're going to run to the shop, and actually not even sure where the shop is, but we need to run to a shop, wherever it is. My dad knows, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. Anyways, we gotta we gotta pick up some parts for this truck. And yes, these are finally horsepower parts. These are mods that are going to increase some power in this thing. And now we might have to eventually do some transmission work to build it up. So I know there's going to be a lot of guys out there who are going to be worried, like, oh no, dude, he's like the 92s and 93s, the overdrive tranny, they're the worst, you know, you got to watch out. I'm like, I mean, we know. I mean, it's a bad transmission, but this one actually has very low miles on it as of now. And when we do these mods, like the injectors and whatnot, we're not going to be beating the snot out of this truck. This is not a daily driver. This is just a project truck. And to some people that might sound silly, like you bought a truck or a project truck. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is to us. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do with it. It's just a project truck. So if we do the injectors and some other stuff I'm not really going to list off right now, we're not going to be beating on the thing. So like if we don't get the transmission built for a month later, 2 months later, I don't think it's a big deal, because it's not like we're going to be racking up the miles on this and hammering down on the throttle. Like, we honestly have only taken the truck out to drive it, I think, twice for like a couple of minutes in the last 12 days since we got it. And that's, believe it or not, that's a lot of driving for what we're going to be doing with this truck. We're definitely going to be driving it more, but we're not going to be driving it a lot until we finally get some things wrapped up. Not that it can't be driven on the road, but you know, it just looks a little rough, and we just want to make sure everything looks good, we can get the truck looking great before we really start to put any miles on it for the most part, because that's just how we are. We want the trucks to look good and run and function properly to the best of their ability. So until we get everything sorted out in terms of transmission and other parts that might need done, we don't really want to go out and just, you know, put too many hours on the truck. So thank you guys so much. Like I said, if you're stopping in new, please subscribe. Now I'll catch you guys with my dad back in a minute.
All right. So we are on our way up to Fort Wayne Diesel Services. I just have to find the GPS because I've never been there before. But we are heading up there now to pick up. The other day I called them regarding some questions with that new Cummins that we have, the first gen 12 valve. And so he gave us some recommendations. We have a turbo piece that we're picking up and then some custom injectors. And so we're pretty excited to be able to get this stuff. And then this week I'd go ahead and start working on getting some increased horsepower for the 12 valve. So
yeah, that's pretty exciting.
800 feet.
And okay, but now that we're in the King Ranch right now, what are some potential? Because I don't know if you guys know, but we have, you know, my dad has a 2013 6.7 powerstroke, and these are these are pretty good trucks, but what are we planning on doing with this truck eventually? Maybe not necessarily right away, but like down the road, what are some ideas?
So anyway, so my thought with this particular truck is...
You are on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by 11:28
Sorry for the
a.m.
interruptions.
Holy
So
smokes.
I've had this truck, basically bought it brand new, and I've kind of put off doing any modifications, but now that we're at that place to where we're 58,000 miles, it's my daily driver right now. I'm thinking about doing some things. The basic things are going to be lift kits with a leveling in the front, basically some newer tires, but I'm also looking at getting it chipped, having a new exhaust put in there, considering the delete system, but I'm not going to say at this point whether I've decided to or not to. But you make that decision for you on what you think.
Yeah, you guys, what I want you guys to do is go down in the comments below and give your opinions on what you guys think we should do at the King Ranch. We're thinking about deleting the DEF crap, because that stuff just, it's really not good for the, like, it's good for the environment, but it's not good for trucks and the health of the motor and the longevity and the reliability. So we want to try to make the truck not only powerful and fun, but we want to increase the reliability and not just...
Here's the thing.
Economy.
Black smoke matters.
Yes, black smoke matters. Okay, we want to roll coal. No, not as like, it's kind of a joke. Anyways, but yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to do that, and then I'd like to put an air intake system in. And so I've talked to a few different people. I'm looking on the web, of course. But if you have any ideas, or you know somebody who's worked on these and they've had good success with a certain chip mod, you know what I mean, or air intake or whatever else, I'm still open to suggestions. As far as wheels, tires, and lift, I'm thinking probably either a 4 or 6 inch, just because it is my daily driver, and you know, when I show up to my office, I don't want it to be like a mud truck or anything like that to where it looks crazy, but I do want it to look like, hey, listen, I got some power, got some cojones, if you will, and look good. So professional, but in the same sense, still, you know, turns eyes, so to speak. So.
Yeah, so that's what our plans are right now. We're gonna catch you guys back at the shop, and we're here. So we got the parts. Let's see.
Some custom injectors, turbo housing. All we need is work gloves.
Just got back with the parts here for the Cummins.
Get all 3 diesels here, all within
All 3 right here, and hopefully 4 soon.
The problem with this picture is we only have 3 right now.
Yeah, the real issue is we only have 3 diesels right now. And they're all his. That's hilarious. But yeah, I really want to pick up my truck soon. I just gotta get my dang car sold. I want to take a look at these parts, see what we got working with here. And we did pick up some paint, by the way, for the tailgate. I'm going to, because a lot of you guys requested it, I'm going to try to paint out the Dodge lettering with white. I might pop it back off and, you know, paint in the lettering white, tape it off and paint it. So that should look good. I don't think he's seen the exhaust tip yet, have you?
I could stick my leg in there.
That's hilarious. That's awesome.
That looks good.
It looks good though. Like, it doesn't stick out crazy far, just like this.
No.
Just like his does on his other truck, but
it's just the perfect. I think it's the perfect angle.
Yeah, because it's almost like flush with the bumper, in between the bumper and the tire.
Although we have a little bit of
Oh yeah, that's always there. That's always
But
there.
then again, black smoke matters.
Yeah, black smoke matters. Let me know what you guys think about maybe like a decal or something, put across the back truck. Black smoke matters. I don't know. Just throwing out some ideas.
What we did basically is our goal now is to be able to try to start doing some engine mods. And so I was talking to a few different people, and there's several different routes you can take. These trucks are known for having just solid engines, but they also are known for having some of the weaker transmissions. And I know that's kind of debatable depending on who you talk to, and we're not planning on, like, you know, crazy trashing the engine anyway. But nonetheless, as I was looking into it, what I found was that these first gen engines, I guess up to maybe 94, and if you know any better, then of course just let us know, because we're up for change and looking for maximum performance. But apparently the fuel system is called a rotary system, and so in order to be able to put a lot of horsepower in these things, you have to change to an inline system, which means you have to get a donor engine that has all the right lining up to be able to take the whole front cover off of the engine and then basically put the new one on there so you can update the fuel system. But I guess that's kind of a little bit of a chore to find the right parts and to be able to do that. And so since we haven't done that and we want to get some more power now, although we may do that in the future, who knows, we'll just get another truck or two and do that. We went ahead and got a few different things. What we did first off is we came across a place here where we're from that does basically injectors and diesel stuff. And so they were looking at different injectors, and what he recommended with his experience was to get 50 horsepower injectors, just so then that way we're increasing horsepower and performance, but we're not going to, basically stress the tranny too much with that. And so what this company does is they basically, it's
at least until we would build it down the road, maybe, or something. Yeah.
So this basically, this company, they take and they do all kinds of different diesel parts and injectors and turbos and things like that. But with this particular set of injectors, it's kind of their thing, to where they take some other injectors and then they kind of customize them for the engine. So they kind of bore out the holes and make sure all the angles and stuff, are going to be, perfect. So then that way we plug them in and that should give us just flawless performance. And so they cost a little bit more to do that. It took a few days to get them ordered, but nonetheless, we're super excited to be able to get these things in there. The other thing that we got, which is down in here a little bit further down, is the turbo. Now what he had told me was that we didn't need to go and get a whole new turbo, because I was of course going to just do that. I was just going to buy a whole new turbo, but there were so many different options out there and I didn't know really what to go with. So I kind of went totally with his recommendations, and he said basically we don't need a whole turbo, just the new housing there. And so he gave us some tips on how to basically change this out and get it rolling. But I'm excited to see.
So basically, so we can get some more power, some effective power, but nothing crazy that's going to need basically the whole system and all the mechanics of the truck redone right away. So this might be something that's going to be sufficient for at least a while for our uses of it, which is just to have a good time and build a project truck. But then if we decide to go a little bit bigger and batter down the road, it's always something we can consider. But right now, this is just what we're thinking.
Yeah, so here we go. So I'm excited to get this thing on there. They said it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to take these on and off, and this will be our first. So it's a good engine to learn on. It's not something like this, my 2013 King Ranch. You open that hood, you can't even see the turbo.
Yeah,
you don't know
it
is buried with so much stuff that it makes it hard to not just to work on in a way, but also to figure out if you're a newbie like kind of us. And so this is a perfect engine because everything is right there. It's nice and open, and realistically, I mean, you got 4 key bolts, and if you can get those suckers out and kind of tap the other one loose and put this on there, between this, the injectors, I got a new air intake system coming in, and the bigger exhaust and whatnot, we should have a phenomenal running 12-valve first-gen Cummins. So we're super pumped.
Hello?
Hey Randy, Joel calling. Good day.
Hey, Joel.
Hey, couple questions for you. Would there be any time that maybe we could connect and maybe kind of give us some tips or walk us through getting this turbo and injectors in this truck?
Yeah. I'm gonna be around all weekend, so.
Okay. Do you have any preference in terms of time? The only thing we really have going on is there's a Auburn car show is going to be up tomorrow, and they're having. Have you ever heard of Diesel Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be up there doing signings and autographs and stuff. So I thought maybe I'd take Malachi up to that tomorrow, and they do that at between 11 and 2, I think. But other than that, we're around all weekend. So if there's a better time, or if you want to, just let me know. We thought we'd check with the pro.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure you got all that words quite right, but I appreciate the anyhow.
Perfect. All righty, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Bye.
Well, guys, that's probably for the most part going to wrap up today's video on what we had, for you guys today. I just wanted to kind of update you guys on what we had coming to the truck. And actually, within the next day or two, a couple days, we're probably going to try to knock out some of those things, which is this part right here. and then some injectors we might try to work on as well. And I might also do the paint for that tailgate. I will be doing the paint for that tailgate, whiting out the Dodge lettering on there, because I had a lot of you guys request that. And like I said, if it doesn't look good, always take it off. It's no big deal. It's just paint, cheap paint, and a cheap little tailgate badge. So yeah, we talked to our neighbor Randy, and he said he might be able to come over here and help us out with this as well, because he's got a Cummins and he's been working on his for years. He does a lot of that kind of stuff, tractors, trucks, semis, big rigs, all that stuff. So just one of those deals he's good at. So we're gonna wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay tuned. We got a lot more stuff coming to the truck very shortly. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah.